Are you ready to release any thoughts, emotions, or beliefs holding you back? My name's Yvette Taylor and I'd love to introduce you to EAM, the Energy Alignment Method. This is a really simple example. Now, this is a really simple 5-step process, and all you need to do is listen along and I'll lead you through this step by step. So I invite you now to stand with your feet hips width apart. If you can't stand, feel free to sit on the edge of a chair, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to repeat this question out loud after me. Am I carrying any feelings of depression in my energy? And then step 2. Your body's going to respond and give you an answer. What we're accessing here is information held in your subconscious. Now, usually a sway or movement forward will be a yes, and usually a sway backwards or movement backwards will be a no. The sensation might be very gentle. You might not notice it to begin with. This is definitely something to practice when you first start using EAM, but you might also notice very easily that your body will respond to this question. Now, step 3, we want to get really clear how this feeling of depression is affecting you or influencing your energy right now. And this is simply a marker to let us know exactly where you're at, so that when we release it with step 4, you can be clear that it has all gone. So there are 2 ways that we're going to explore this today. The first is by making it an object. Where are you noticing it in your energy? Is it a sensation inside you, outside you, above you, below you? So where is it in your energy? What size is it? So is it something like the size of a coin or a beach ball, or is it all around you? Because often you'll find that the size will change. What colour is it if you can see one? And what shape is it if you can define something, even if that shape you define is just a blob? Now, the other way of doing this, if you don't feel anything in your body, is to define it or to quantify it with numbers. And the way that we do that is to ask our sway again, how many feelings of depression do I have? And you can use your sway to find the number. So for example, I would say, do I have more than 100 feelings of depression? And my body might sway yes, if it's a forwards, if it's a yes, or backwards, if it's a no. So if it swayed yes, forwards, I'd say, okay, do I have more than 1,000? And it might say yes. Do I have more than 10,000? Yes. Do I have more than 100,000? No. So I know somewhere between 10,000 and 100,000. So you go halfway. Do I have more than 50,000? No. So it's between 10,000 and 50,000, go halfway again. Is it more than 30,000? No. So somewhere between 10,000 and 30,000. Keep applying that process until you have a ballpark figure. Now, step 4, this is where we get to transform this, release it, and let it go from our energy field before we move on to step 5, where we manifest and reprogram. I'm going to lead you through this statement, so you don't need to be able to read it on the screen, but let me just briefly talk you through what we're about to do. So we're going to say this statement out loud 3 times together, and I want you to fill in the blank with whatever you discovered in step 3. So you would say, I am ready to release this, and it might be draining, heavy energy coming out of my right foot when I think about these feelings of depression, or it might be, I'm ready to release these 10 million feelings of depression that I'm holding in my energy. I release it from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. And we're going to repeat that statement 3 times together. So take a nice deep breath in. I am ready to release this big draining energy, or these 10,000 feelings of depression. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. I am ready to release these feelings of depression, or 10,000 feelings of depression, or this big drain in my energy. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. I am ready to release this big swirling vortex of energy or these 10,000 feelings of depression. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. Take a nice deep breath in. And then before we move on to step 5, it's really important that we ensure we've released everything at step 4. And often that means we need to repeat. So you might still feel that heavy draining sensation or whatever it was that you described in step 3. And if not, if you were using numbers, you can always check in with your numbers. So you would ask your sway, have I released this feeling of depression, or have I released these 10,000 feelings of depression? Sway forwards would be a yes, the sway backwards would be a no. And if it's a no, simply go back and repeat step 4 again. If it's a yes and you've released all of that resistance, then you're ready to move on to step 5. Now with step 5, it's really important you've released all of the resistance in step 4 beforehand, so that your energy field is clear and ready to receive the new statement, manifesting or affirmation, reprogramming that we're about to instill. Now this one has been specifically created to work with depression. And of course, feel free to add your own in or create your own as well afterwards. Again, we're going to repeat this one 3 times together. So close your eyes for me. And I want you to now this time stand with your hands above your head with your palms face up, or sit. And we're going to repeat this affirmation out loud. I am ready to allow myself to be cheerful, open, loving, strong and light, knowing that there is everything to live for. I am always loved, life is abundant, and through my eyes I can choose to see this. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to be cheerful, open, loving, strong and light, knowing that there is everything to live for. I am always loved, life is abundant, and through my eyes I can choose to see this. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to be cheerful, open, loving, strong and light, knowing that there is everything to live for. I am always loved, life is abundant, and through my eyes I can choose to see this. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Take a nice deep breath in and out, and notice now your palms facing up still. They might start to feel heavy as you take the deep breath in, or you might notice that they've already dropped down by your side. Bring them slowly down by your sides with your palms facing up, and you might notice a sensation or feeling dropping into your energy field. Sometimes people get goosebumps or tingling or heat or light. Everybody feels this slightly differently. Of course, feel free to go back and repeat this statement at step 5 with your arms above your head. The more that you can repeat this process, the more in flow and aligned your energy will be, in order to make sure that you are fully standing in your power. I really would love to hear how this went for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.